You check the report card, you do the mental math. Is this enough? Is she falling behind? What does this mean for later? And somewhere under all of that is the quiet fear that you're measuring the wrong thing and you just don't know it yet. Here's what the evidence actually says. Grades are real, but they are incomplete. There are 4 specific skills that predict your child's income, employment, and life satisfaction just as powerfully as IQ or GPA. And they are almost entirely invisible on a report card. Today, I'm walking you through all 4, what the research shows about each one, and what you can do at home, starting now. These are not soft, feel-good extras. They are the actual predictors. And the most important thing the research tells us is that they are still shapeable right now during the school years. So let's get into it. The foundation for everything you're about to hear comes from a landmark body of work synthesized across OECD nations. That is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, representing dozens of countries and tens of thousands of children tracked over years. The finding is striking. Social and emotional skills, specifically conscientiousness, curiosity, perseverance, and collaboration, predict educational attainment, employment, income, and life satisfaction as strongly as cognitive abilities do, not as a consolation prize for kids who aren't academic, as an equal and independent force. And critically, unlike IQ, which stabilizes early, these 4 skills remain malleable through the school years, meaning the window your child is in right now is not a deadline, it is an opportunity. Those 4 skills are your 4 items. First, conscientiousness. This is the one that looks the most boring and does the most work. Conscientiousness is the ability to follow through, to start something, tolerate the friction in the middle, and finish it. The OECD data show it consistently predicts not just academic outcomes, but employment stability and earnings well into adulthood. The mechanism is straightforward. A child who can manage herself through an uncomfortable task is building the exact capacity adult employers and adult life require. Not because she was told to, but because she has practiced it enough that it becomes her default. The DO here is simple and unglamorous. Give her tasks with a visible finish line and let her carry them without rescuing her. Not a chore list. One real responsibility, weekly, that she owns start to finish. Let the friction be there. That friction is the training. Second, curiosity. A 10-year-old's genuine curiosity about the world is, according to this research, a stronger predictor of long-term learning outcomes than test scores alone at that age. That lands hard when you sit with it. The mechanism is that curiosity drives voluntary engagement. A curious child seeks out information, asks follow-up questions, and tolerates not knowing yet, which are the exact behaviors that compound over a lifetime of learning. The risk is that we accidentally extinguish it by always redirecting toward the curriculum. The do, when your child goes sideways on a topic, obsessed with volcanoes, or why the sky changes color, or how money works, resist the urge to say, that's not what we're studying right now. Follow it for 20 minutes. Ask her what she thinks before you tell her what you know. Curiosity is not a distraction from learning. In the data, it is learning. Third, perseverance. This is not the same as conscientiousness, and the distinction matters. Conscientiousness is about managing a task. Perseverance is about returning after failure, the specific capacity to try again when the first attempt didn't work. The OECD research flags this as particularly predictive of long-term outcomes because real adult challenges don't come with easy first attempts. What kills perseverance at home is well-intentioned. We jump in too fast. She can't get the lid off, or the puzzle isn't working, or the paragraph sounds wrong. And we fix it because watching her struggle is genuinely hard. But every time we fix it before she has tried twice, we are, without meaning to, teaching her that the signal to stop is discomfort. The DO, build in a try it twice rule before you step in. Say it out loud so she hears it as a family norm, not a punishment. Let's see you try it one more way first. That one sentence, repeated across years, is building something the report card will never capture. Fourth, collaboration. This one gets the least airtime in anxious parenting conversations because it sounds social, not academic, and that framing is exactly why it gets underestimated. The research is clear that collaboration predicts employment outcomes specifically, not just social happiness, because the modern economy runs on teams. A child who can disagree without shutting down, contribute without dominating, and hear feedback without collapsing is not just pleasant to be around. She is building a vocational skill. The place to build it is in low-stakes family moments. How does your family handle a disagreement at the dinner table? Does she get to advocate for her position, or does "because I said so" end every discussion before she has practiced reasoning out loud? The DO. Once a week, let her argue her case about something real. A family decision, a plan where you're going on Saturday. Listen. Push back a little. Let her feel what it's like to hold a position under mild pressure, and also what it's like to genuinely change her mind because someone made a good point. That is collaboration, and you can practice it at home every single week. Here's what I want you to hold on to. The research isn't asking you to stop caring about grades. It's telling you that grades measure some of what matters, and these 4 skills measure the rest. And right now, in these school years, all 4 are still yours and hers to shape. If you want to keep getting the science on what actually moves the needle for your kid, subscribe and tell me in the comments, which of these 4 do you think your child is strongest in right now? I'd genuinely love to know.